Hi, I'm Tyler Yates. I've been a software engineer for a bit over 20 years. I'm currently the principal engineer and founder at Hyrax. Hyrax is a new code quality tool that we're building. We're engineers by trade. We tried to adopt AI for our projects and started to notice a few common issues that I'm sure many of you will run into as well. Things like the agents hallucinating code. So maybe you have a larger project or just to import all the context it needs, it might make up ways that the other code was supposedly working and provide you with improper solutions. Or if engineers wrote code but didn't go through proper review passes, maybe you would say, hey, I'm done, but it didn't actually go through kind of the guardrails that really needed to use to provide a proper, good, testable solution. So we started to develop a lot of internal skills that turn into tools that have finally turned into Hyrax. And we'd love to offer it to the public at this point. It's a platform to keep your code base clean, secure, performant. It will generate AI context that your agents can use. It will find issues in your code. It will also actually author the pull request to fix them automatically for you. So would love to just go through a demo. Let's on it.
Sign in, you can use email, Google, GitHub. If you're creating a new workspace, you will need either a GitHub owner or GitHub admin to approve the app. If you're an owner or admin, that's great. You can do it kind of during the process. Otherwise, once you get the approval, you can go back and accept it and create the workspace there. I'm going to go ahead and log in with GitHub. I've already set up the app install on this account. So this will take me straight to the first steps. This is just choosing a repository that you've allowed the app permission to. It's going to tell you we're going to run a discovery and mini audit. I'll talk about those in a second, but this is going to help profile your code, give you context you can use for Hyrax and for other AI agents. Mini audit will give you 5 findings, so that's issues or suggestions about your code that you can improve, and we'll go over it, but there's one-click fixes, so any finding that comes up you can just click fix and it'll make a pull request for you. So I'll go ahead and I'll start our first audit and discovery. This will drop you into your new workspace. It will start the discovery and audit process. They do run asynchronously, so I'm going to do some demo magic and just switch over to an instance that has a bit of progress already. So this is just a few demo repositories. First thing you'll probably notice is there's a scoring mechanism. Since these are demo repositories, we did put some intentional issues in there just to show you some of the features of Hyrax. So hopefully you don't have scores this low. If you do, that's great. Now Hyrax will help you clean it up a bit. But let's jump into one of the repositories. This is just a demo checkout service TypeScript application. So you'll see we start with kind of a dashboard about the health of the repository. So that score we saw earlier, we can see the open issues by severity, by category. So we categorize all the findings into these 6 different domains. It will call out some top findings, things that you should really pay attention to. And this is kind of your health status report of how your repository is doing. Since this is kind of our first run through it, I do want to talk a little bit about the discovery process before we get into the actual findings. I mentioned this before we run an audit, we do a detailed in-depth analysis of your code. It will profile things like, is this an API? Is this a front-end application? Is this for consumers? Is it an internal tool? And that really helps define kind of how the audit tools work and fine-tune and prioritize things or deprioritize other things. It will also map out a overview of your code. It creates a Hyrax markdown file at the repository root. This will give you kind of a table of contents of what the repository contains, architectural overview, conventions, definition of done. It will also find and create these how-to guides. So they're certainly helpful for humans, but it's really tailored to creating AI context. So whether it's Hyrax running or if you choose to publish this documentation to your repository, your own AI agents can use this information as well to hopefully write better fixes, less hallucination, just overall better understanding of your code base. Let's jump into the findings. So we did see on the dashboard, there were a few different categories that findings are classified as. These are things like security, correctness, performance. We also classify them based on severity. So critical, high, medium, low. We also classify the effort level it is to fix, as well as the risk of fixing it. So if it is it tangled into a lot of other stuff and it's a risky fix, we'll put a high risk factor on there. We also additionally will classify things that are easy wins. So trivial to fix, low risk, but high impact. So this is kind of your start here guide. If you choose to run a fix, you click the fix button. I'm going to go ahead and show a completed one, but pull requests are automatically created. It will write background tests if possible. If the repository supports it, it will include contextual information about the Hyrax finding it was fixing, so you can go back and reference it. If it's a big enough fix that it will need to make a change plan, it will include that change plan there too. In this case, it was quite a simple one. It looks like it's just wrapping a certain payment thing in a transaction, so didn't need to generate a change plan, but created the pull request for it. It will also give you manual testing plans. Ideally, this will say things like go to this URL and click this link. In this case, it's a backend, so it does have kind of more verbose API instructions, but we try to make it as user-friendly as possible. So this is our one-click fix findings that you get for your repository, the discovery information that you can actually publish to your repository. All of that is free on the free tier, so feel free to log in, check it out. We do support things like pull request reviews, so automated checks whenever a pull request comes in. It will maintain a comment about open issues as you adjust the pull request. It will modify that comment. So no comment spam. It's just one comment kind of about the current state of the code. It will also provide a check for GitHub. So if you want to enforce that check on your repository saying, make sure Hyrax is happy with it before we can merge it, go ahead and do that. So there's a lot of other features. Some of them are gated behind some of the paid plans, but I think there's enough in there for you to log in. Free plan will give you a mini audit, which isn't as in-depth as some of our standard or full audits are, but it will give you 5 findings you can check and see if the fixes are worthwhile for you. So thanks for your time. We're also adding new features often, so feel free to check back. Even if you run a free audit, maybe check back next month, see what else is new. Thanks.